preview of your planner. This one is for Women with Wings. Of course, we can customize, and Women with Wings, for example, has about 4 covers that they can use, and we can modify the cover to your liking. Same with the inside page, the quote. A number of companies will have an additional page right here where it has, a company vision, mission, a place for people to write their name and address or email in case it gets lost. This one jumps straight into some instruction on the Do What Matters Most matrix and time management, as well as the 3 skills to do what matters most. There's then this place to capture a person's vision by role, along with their goals, so that they can set roles and goals after coming up with their vision. You can also articulate that using a vision board, along with goals that align with their vision board and their totally inspirational 1 to 3 year goals. Also a place to capture rituals. And again, this can all be customized, so if somebody wants us to pull this out or add something in addition to this, we can. Morning, evening, workday start, workday finish rituals, annual, weekly rituals. And there's variations of that we can add. 6 months and another 6 months, so for a full year of habit tracking. In the case of Women with Wings, we've included flight logs so they can log their flights, which they are supposed to do. And this gives them a place to do that. Here is the full year in advance. So it's your annual planner to mark flights, whatever you want to use it for. And then we jump into the weekly planner with the pre-week planning matrix, a quote, principle of the week, place to track well-being, fitness and exercise, hydration, sleep, nutrition, and then a weekly review. And we can also change the format of this if needed to vertical, to horizontal, to include the pre-week planning matrix or not. At the end of each month, there's going to be a monthly reflection, celebrate and give thanks, where we reflect how we grow, caring for yourself, what needs to pivot, and then planning and prep. My life by design, with some questions to guide people through that. Planning ahead for the month, and then a reminder to pre-week plan and the steps that are involved with that. Monthly calendar, and then you're going to have another 4 weeks. And it's going to jump back into the reflection, preparation, monthly calendar. So then let's jump to the end here. So this goes out a full year, reflect, the end of the month, just the dates for this year and next year. Followed by, there's going to be a section for health, for workout tracking, a few pages of that for those who are in that. Some people like to track their mood. Here's the months and the days, and they can track their mood every day of the year, indicating they can use colors or whatever they want to track their mood each day and then give a summary of how they felt for that month. Some people appreciate that. There's a professional, a career section with a place for meeting notes, and then also some brainstorming sheets, some mind maps, and a 6-step process template for those who are familiar with the 6-step process and want to use it. For those who do have families, there's a family section, and that can be, again, all of these can be included or excluded. Home care, kitchen, living room, chores, home projects. Income and expenditure. So this is strictly, we have different budget templates. This one is for those who do like to track certain expenses. They can track them on here, whether it's business, home, gas, whatever they want, or just all their expenses. There's a few sheets of income expense tracking. Reading. So here is your reading list to both track what you've read and plan ahead for what you do want to read. Certainly within our company, we do encourage reading. We talk about the books we're reading, and for those organizations that do that, this is a great resource for tracking that. And lastly, there are 12 pages of notes, 4 pages of grid notes, and about 4 pages of blank pages. And that is your planner. Again, it's fully customizable, so we can include other things. We can customize the additions, the add-ons. We can fully customize this cover to your needs, wishes, and wants. And this will just help your people to do what matters most, lead a life by design rather than by default. Thanks.